but having that theoretical framework or practical outline helps us understand everything clearly. So Rupa Goswami systematizes or makes explicit the system of devotional service, how to do it step by step, item by item, gathering the information from different scriptures and putting it all in one place and extracting the essence so you can make it practical. You do this and this and this and this. And at the center of all of these things, hearing and chanting. Punya Shravakataya, Punya Cha, Punya Shravana Kirtan. Just Krishna is that person whose topics are purifying, or topics about whom are purifying. That's Krishna. Punya Shravana Kirtan, Punya Shravakataya. There are people whose activities, when recited, pollute the mind. They're generally the persons whose glories are described in newspapers, magazines, or fictional persons whose impious exploits are found in novels and other such places. And just by reading about their real or imaginary activities, the mind becomes polluted and one loses one's life's credit. But Krishna is Pavitra Parama. He's the supreme purifier. And when we hear about Krishna, our minds become purified and our conviction becomes stronger. In one sense, the whole process is taking that faith and conviction and strengthening it so it becomes stronger and stronger and stronger. It becomes unshakable. It becomes in a good sense, obsessive. One becomes completely focused on the service of Krishna. Becomes completely focused on the service of Krishna. So, Punya Shravakritaya, Punya Cha, Yogeshwara, Upasanaya, Chanityam. So, Shraddhaya, Bhagavatam, Charya. Jigyasya, Yatmaka, Yoga, Nishtaya. There's a lot more there, but maybe we'll stop here because my little slip said there, 8:45. So, are there any questions?
Maharaj Prabhupada made one statement in the purport that I find a little surprising. He said that just by hearing the glories of Krishna from the mouth of the pure devotee, one acquires the highest life. So many persons heard Prabhupada talk about Krishna and everything. Did they all become pious?
They all acquired pious credit. Swapamapyasya dharmasya trayate natovya. Maybe that little sliver of pious credit could save them from the greatest danger. Just they heard something. So it does act as credit, but then it also depends on what you do with what you hear. If you hear and develop a little interest that yes, this is interesting, or this is right, or this is worth hearing, you go on hearing, you become more and more purified. Otherwise, if you hear and say, yeah, but what about me and Susie, or whatever it is, then you don't get so much benefit. The benefit is less. The more we, therefore, Prabhupada emphasized submissive oral reception. Submissive oral reception, because it depends on the purity of the speaker, the authenticity of the speaker, and it also depends upon our receptivity. We may not be so pure, but if we're receptive, then something good can, like a patient, he may be very diseased, but if he's submissive, son, you have to do this, and you have to do it, all right. Then he'll become cured.
you give the example of medicine, then in order to get cured, take the medicine regularly nityam. So, is that what should be the right motivation to do certain things, or certain activity nityam?
Well, in one sense, any motivation is good. The spiritual master says do this regularly. So in one sense, any motivation is good. Anything that gets me to do it. My obedient mentality, my fear of material, my fear of Maya, that's also good. My sincere desire to make spiritual progress. Even if someone thinks that my material life will improve, I'll be more calm, I'll be more peaceful, my relationships with people will be smoother. Even if for those materialistic reasons, if he follows the directions of the pure devotee, he'll make progress. Now, obviously it's better if I'm just in Bhagavad Gita, Arto Artarti Jigyasu Gyanacha, the 4 kinds of neophyte devotees who take up the process. One's looking for knowledge, one's curious, one's in trouble, distress, and is looking for a way out, and one's in financial crunch and is looking for a solution to that. So those are material motives, but because they come to the right place, they benefit. So in that sense, for whatever reason, if I take up the instructions of the pure devotee, that will benefit me. But if my motivation is the more my motivation is spiritual, the more my intention is to understand the goal of life and make progress toward that goal, the better it is. Otherwise, as Prabhupada points out, you come to solve a material problem, and you take up the process, and your material problem gets solved, and you say, thank you very much, and you go back to your material life. That happens. But if one's purpose is to advance in spiritual life, to serve Krishna, then that's better. Any other question? I'm going to stop early. It's against the law. Well, we have 2 more minutes and no more questions. Bhagavad Dharmacharya, the right topic for discussion, Bhagavad Dharma. And Jityasaya Adhyatmika, spiritual inquiry, Adhyatmic inquiry. Yoga Nishtaya, so 2 things are mentioned here, Shraddha and Nishtha. Shraddha means interest or faith, the Prabhupada says faith and conviction. And Yoga Nishtha, conviction for spiritual understanding. Nishtha is generally strong conviction. Shraddha is beginning, and then Nishtha becomes fixed. So that's wanted. And by hearing with faith, it will become situated. It will become strong. It becomes the Shraddha matures to Nishtha. Yogesha Upashanaya Nityam Bhagavati Sevya. Service with conviction, with determination. The Maya is determined. She's fully engaged in trying to bewilder the conditioned souls. So if one wants to get free from Maya, then one has to surrender to Krishna or engage in service of Krishna with conviction, with determination. Radhadesh.